and welcome back to the 6th day of Advent. Let's start While the Tea Brews by picking a carol, a song. We are doing Oh Holy Night tonight. And today we are drinking Melbourne Breakfast tea, which is another tea I've had before. And it's nice, I like it. I drink it myself sometimes. And it has, so it says, when the winds start howling, this brew will see you through. Indulge a little with this full-bodied vanilla sweet, bound to keep you cozy all year round. Sip it up Melbourne style. And it has in it black tea and artificial vanilla flavouring. Now, this artificial vanilla flavouring can really go one of two ways. I find it can either be decent or just kill the tea for me, or it can make it overly sweet and bad and not a good time. I would describe it as quite like a warm tea. Now, I know you go, Zoe, you have teas hot, aren't they warm? But it's like the warmth, it's quite a full-bodied tea. It's not overly sweet, but if you don't like vanilla sweetness in your teas, I wouldn't go for it. I don't mind the vanilla sweet so much. And I would be generally cautious of most of T2's teas if you don't like the vanilla sweet, because they do tend to add vanilla to most of their teas. You also have to say, this is a really nice green. It's a really nice green. So yeah, it's quite full and round and mouth coaty in a good way. And yeah, so it's nice in the morning. If I'm having like peanut butter on toast, I tend to prefer to have Melbourne Breakfast with it. Oh Holy Night. Let's get into it, shall we? So, for the theology, I'll pull up the lyrics just to make sure I can justify my claims properly. The theology section is, Oh Holy Night. I gave it a 4 out of 5 because it pulls on some really big themes and motifs throughout the Bible and throughout the whole of Jesus' life and Jesus' story. Like, truly taught us to love one another. His law is love and his gospel is peace. Chains shall he break, for the slave is our brother, and in his name all oppression shall cease. These are truths of Jesus, of the Messiah, that are prophesied and talked about as being parts of his character throughout the whole Bible. So it's really us professing this truth of Jesus' character, which is really good. There are some places where it could improve a little bit. Then for biblical story, I gave it a 4 again. Now, the one place where it loses a few marks is a particular implication it makes that the wise men saw Jesus in the manger at his birth, and they did not. And so I've knocked off a few points there. But overall, it is pretty good at talking about the state of the world before Jesus was born, and that sort of thing. So it gets a 4 there. I thought it did quite well, especially compared to some of the other ones that we've had so far. For pastoral ministry worship, I gave it a 4 because it is calling us into worship. The main refrain is fall on your knees, and it is telling us, like, we stand around his birth, we stand around the place where he was born and feel his presence near us, you know? So like, it's there, it's good, it's all good. I feel like it really does that well. For musicality, I gave it a 3 because it has a lot of potential. Like, it's a good song, but for it to be really good, you've got to build it. So any gospel version of it, I would go for any gospel version of Oh Holy Night, because you've got the choir, you've got the build, you've got all of this stuff, and you've got the joy that exudes in a lot of gospel music. So I would go for any gospel version. There's also a guy at my church who is an incredible version. He just nails it every year that he does it. And it also gets the bonus point because it doesn't talk about snow or wet or cold or any of that sort of thing. So, thank you for watching. I will see you next time for the next Advent song, Advent Carol. We shall see what it is.